So when I was little, maybe like when I was in fourth or fifth grade in elementary school, at about that time was when I heard that there are two types of people. The first one is the Hamlet, and the other one is Don Quixote. So what this means is basically you already figured the Hamlet type is people who tend to overly analyze themselves, and like people who tend to overly self-reflect and self-evaluate. So those type of people get a lot of emotional slash mental pain, maybe like 4 or 5 times more than the other type, which is the Don Quixote. Don Quixote type is people who are more tilted towards just taking action and not too much thinking. And you know there are pros and cons to both sides, but me personally, I can relate to the former uh, much more, and I reckon that many of you guys that watch my videos most likely fall into the first category, the Hamlet type, the Hamlet in Shakespeare literature. So one one thing I want to tell myself and tell you guys is that whenever we are tempted to think of our own weaknesses and own vices, and it is another type of hell. It is not only fire and brimstone type of physical location that is hell, but oftentimes we create our own hell, and that better not happen like too often. Like just for just think about the mental well-being of yourself, and in my case, just my mental health. So what I guess is very profitable would be to think of God's grace and Yeshua's sacrifice that he made on that tree when he was crucified, and what kind of a life that Yeshua lived. Basically his life was 10,000, 100,000 million steps towards that tree that he was executed. Of course, he was risen on the third day, but all his life was just he was a scapegoat, and I think that it will profit us far more when we spend time meditating on Yeshua's work, God's work, instead of meditating on our own weaknesses and our own vices, stuff like that, because it is very, very easy to let those thoughts consume us, and then we feel overwhelmed, and we ruin a whole day or a whole week even sometimes. So I would want that these type of things will not happen to any of you guys, or just me. Yeah. Lastly, my name is King David, and in my channel we talk about semen retention, temperance, self-improvement, and spiritual growth. I am consistent, so I'll do another one like this very soon. Stay strong, guys, and never give up. Rely on God. He's on our side. We are the righteous ones with Him. Bye, guys. Thanks. Peace.